What's up, guys? It's Beyond. I am back with another video. It is almost 12:30 in the morning on the East Coast, and I need to get this Royal Rumble prediction video done. I'm gonna have it uploaded during not Blitz, during my lunch break at work. Um, I would have had it done sooner, but I was watching GCW on Triller TV, which is a lot of fun. Go watch it if you didn't. And yeah, so it's time to do some Royal Rumble predictions, and this is so weird this year. We only have four matches on the card. The two Rumble matches, Fatal Four Way between Reigns, Orton, Styles, and Knight for the undisputed title, and then Logan and KO for the U.S. title. On top of which, 17 wrestlers have been announced for the Men's Rumble. 10 have been announced for the Women's Rumble, and it's already been stated that NXT will be represented in the Rumble. So there's a lot going into this. Like we might have a shitload of surprises going into the Rumble matches this year. Um, but with that said, I'm gonna get the two regular matches out of the way first. Logan and KO. I don't. I as much as I'd like to see Owens win the U.S. title, I think Logan will probably win. Probably will end up taking some sort of interference to do it. But I think he gets it done. And then for the Fatal Four Way match, all right, listen. I know what's gonna happen. Roman's gonna win, so I'm taking Roman to win. But what I want is ideally is if the ref gets knocked out, you've already had your you know you get Jimmy and Solo run in for interference, and then out comes The Rock. Rock takes out Jimmy, Rock takes out Solo, and then him and Roman stand face to face center of the ring. They go at it. Rock gets the upper hand, drops Roman with or sorry, he catches Roman's spear and drops him with the rock bottom. Then he hits the people's elbow, throws Roman out, and then either Styles or Knight get up, Orton gets up, RKO's them, gets the pin, gets the victory. And the way this would work is now Orton is champion. Roman would face Randy for the title at Elimination Chamber. Roman loses by DQ because bloodline interference, and the ref actually pays attention this time. Rock pulls up. They have another stare down. And then Randy goes on to face Cody, who I do not have winning the men's rumble. I think Cody will go on to win Elimination Chamber to advance to Mania, and then he would face Randy. And before you come at me in the comments saying that he needs to beat Roman, I agree. I think Cody should beat Roman, but if you're serious about doing Roman versus Rocket Mania this year, because honestly, I don't think you can wait another year to do it, then you do it this way so you get the title out of the match because it doesn't need the title. You're not forcing Cody into the Roman Rock match, and Cody gets to face Orton because remember, they used to be in the Legacy stable together along with Ted DiBiase Jr. And so then that conveniently segues into the Royal Rumble matches themselves. So on the men's side, Rhodes, Punk, Nakamura, Lashley, McIntyre, Gunther, Gable, Otis, Tozawa, Kofi, Damian Priest, Santos Escobar, R-Truth, Carlito, Grayson Waller, Austin Theory, and Jimmy Uso are the only ones announced so far. Um, Now, and this is the one time I'm going to bring this up in this video. In light of recent events and in light of recent news, I highly doubt that Brock Lesnar is going to be at the Royal Rumble this year, which means no face off with Gunther, which means we will not get Brock and Gunther at Mania like some were hoping for. However, I have an alternative. And because NXT is going to get represented in this match, you know who I think should face Gunther? Braun fucking Breaker. It's about goddamn time he gets called to the main roster. And so I think after this little excursion with him and Braun is done, or sorry, with him and Baron is done in NXT, you finally call Braun up. Now, in the meantime, you can have Braun meet with Gunther on the main roster. You can have Gunther go back to NXT to go square up with Braun. But you have Braun and Gunther go at it in the ring. Braun catches Gunther with a spear and then throws him out and eliminates him. And then you build that feud up for the IC title. And honestly, I would like to see Braun upset Gunther and dethrone him for the IC title because Gunther has done so much to raise the bar with the IC title. You now transition it from him to Braun, and Braun can go on to hold that fucker for several months and do some incredible fucking work with it, in my honest opinion. As far as who wins though, it's Punk. And this hinges on what the fuck happens with Seth. Because Seth, he has his injuries, but he said, fuck what the doctors say. I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm gonna defend the title. Punk, I think all along I've believed that Punk should win the men's rumble to give him something that he didn't get to have in his first run. And I think now you can have him and Rollins main event night one. And now it becomes a question of what the fuck do you do with Priest in the briefcase? Because at that point, you know, Priest has had multiple opportunities where he could have cashed in and he didn't. He needs to cash in soon. My fear is that they're trying to wait until Mania. I just don't see the point of doing that unless you're trying to recreate the Seth Rollins moment. And I don't think you can recreate the Seth Rollins moment. So give me Punk for the men's rumble. And then on the women's side, as I said, 10 people have been announced so far. Bailey, Nia, Becky, Bianca, Maxine, Ivy, Alba, Shotzi, Zelina, and Mission, aka Mia Yim. There's only one that I think should win this. Bailey. You can make an argument for Becky, but Becky's never won Elimination Chamber. She's won Royal Rumble. Bailey's never won Royal Rumble. I think you give them both. I think Becky wins Elimination Chamber in Australia and then confronts Rhea after her match there because we know was gonna be there. We know Rhea's gonna compete there to defend her title. So because it's in her home country. So I think you have that. I think you have that happen there, and Bailey wins here. And now that the Kabuki Warriors are NXT Tag Team Champions, Kane and Katana, I'm sorry. Now that the Kabuki Warriors are NXT Tag Team Champions, Bailey's the only. Well, Dakota's still out injured, so she doesn't count. But Bailey's the only one without gold right now. And we know that at some point Bailey's gonna get kicked out. So Bailey has to win the Rumble, and I think that she'll probably tease going after Rhea. Hell, she's been wearing Rhea's shirts lately. But I think inevitably it's going to be Bailey and Io. And if you want to know more on that, go back to the video I made a little while ago discussing that and why I think it could also main event night one of Mania. But with that said, again, Roman, Logan, Punk, Bailey, lock it in. Catch y'all next time. Peace.